I also want to thank a couple of our family friends, the Melcors, for being here with us this evening. Proverbs chapter 1, verses 24 to 28 reads thusly, because I have called, and ye refuse. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you, then, somebody say then, shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Amen.
I want you to look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, disconnected.
Disconnected.
Disconnected. I want you to look deep inside your mind this evening, and I want you to ask a question. Have you ever been disconnected from something? When I think of disconnection, I think about when you dial the wrong number. That you think is right, but you, at the other end of the phone, you hear the operator politely say that the number you're trying to reach has been disconnected. Then you have some adolescent teen boys who, after vying for that special girl's number, they get the number only to find out that the number has been disconnected. Imagine the loneliness. Imagine the feeling that comes of being cut off from something. We see this type of act happen in the Bible with the 10 lepers who were set out of the community because of their affliction. I'm talking about a disconnection. Or how about David as he hid in the caves over Helium, was disconnected from his family because of Saul's anger against him. I'm talking about a disconnection. When you look at the word disconnect, it is defined as an interruption in connection between two individuals. A disconnection. Interruption is the key word, something that causes a disruption. So my question to you all this evening is simple. Are you disconnected? When we look in the Bible, we observe Solomon, king of Israel and Judah, who is defined as the primary author of Proverbs. The point to ponder about Solomon is that he had an interesting arrangement with the Lord. Due to his faithfulness and strong commitment to rebuild the temple, God permitted him to have a desire of his heart. He chose wisdom. Wisdom. Not money. Not more land. Let me break it down to the 21st century. He didn't ask God for a new Buick Lucerne or to hit the Mega Millions drawing at tonight. But wisdom. What a humble request that has such an impact on the lifestyle themselves. And because of this request, God granted his request. And Solomon became a wise and fruitful person. All the world marveled at his extensive wisdom and knowledge. Kings and queens, sultans, emperors, all were astonished at the amount of intelligence that Solomon possessed, except one group. You know, it was always that one group that's always the leader of the bunch. The people in the kingdom failed to listen to his instructions. He begged, pleaded, requested, beseeched, extended the invitation. But the Israelites failed to listen. They were too bent in their ways, comfortable in their calamity, satisfied in their sickness, to appreciate the words that Solomon was trying to say. You are witness today. Isn't that how we treat the man of God? Isn't that how we treat the preacher? He tries to display the word to the people, but yet we turn a deaf ear. Week after week, Sunday after Sunday, the preacher stands and tries to expel wisdom on the people. But some of us are stuck in neutral and can't seem to shift into action. All the Bible study we attend, the prayer meetings that we show up, the choir rehearsals we participate in, but we refuse to listen to the man in the pulpit. We can disconnect ourselves from the pulpit instruction. We can show enough connect ourselves to the gossip in the pews. Something is wrong. These scriptures fit even with us in the 21st century. I feel disconnections all over this world, unzipping like a cheap jacket. The first connection that we need to look at is the disconnection in our school system. I'm not trying to pick on anybody. I'm not trying to pick on anybody's education, but something is wrong when students don't want to learn.
That's right.
Amen. Here.
Amen.
Something is wrong when students come to school day after day, week after week, month after month, but yet don't want to learn.
That's right.
Why are teachers scared to teach the children? A teacher should never be scared to stand in her classroom.
That's right.
A teacher should never be scared of a parent. A teacher should never be scared to kick somebody out of class for acting up because of the repercussions that may come from. Why are there disconnections with the parents in the school system? There used to be a time I used to hear my uncle say where parents would pack school board meetings. It was saddening to look at a school board meeting on the other day and see only 15 people. What happened with the school system? There's even disconnections in the family this evening. Mothers not talking to fathers. Family separations over disagreements. The disconnection in the family is there. Disconnections in our neighborhoods. Now this is a big one. I think that Brother Lord can help me with this one. There is something wrong in our neighborhoods this evening. 29 homicides in Flint. Something is wrong in our neighborhoods.
Amen.
Something is wrong when you have to have police, state troopers, and even talks of the National Guard to walk down your street at night.
Amen.
There is a disconnection in the neighborhood.
Yes.
We can't walk down the street somewhere. Black on black crime. It always seems that somebody's always talking about another brother killing another brother. Gang violence. Drug wars exempt on every corner. You don't have to look for a ghetto pharmacist.
That's right.
You don't have to look far to find somebody in the Dayton Avenue area. But it's hard to find somebody with a PhD over on Myrtle Avenue. It's hard to find somebody over on Stewart Avenue that has a doctorate in pharmaceuticals. But it's easy to find a gang member in Flint. There's a disconnection in our neighborhood. There's even disconnections on your job. Can't seem to get any instructions from your boss. Boss-manager issues. I'm talking about a disconnection. And finally, the worst disconnection exists in the local church.
Sure do.
Why is it that preachers never can connect with the ministers, with the members, with the community? Why is it that the preacher happens to always be stuck on one thing? Money. I'm sorry, I stepped on somebody's toes. In a church fight, deacons versus deacons. Problems with ministers.